some observations in the mind, and who is using the mind, who wants to be in charge of the mind and the thoughts that are going to originate attitudes and actions, emotions. The blessing of today mentions to be detached and loved, to be a trustee, and what is this being detached and loving? What is to be a trustee? It is important to be in the company of the truth, which is the supreme teacher that is constantly in truth. This amazing being comes to tell me the truth. I am an actor. I am a little tiny incorporeal point of consciousness that is acting in a film, and by being aware of the truth, it's possible to, with some effort, to be detached from the role of the film, and when that happens, automatically the real I is loving. The word trustee brings an awareness of it's not mine, brings an awareness of the role is not me. The character and all the characters of this episode are not me and are not mine. If it's possible to experience, even if it's a few seconds of this detachment and of this trusty position in the mind, it's possible to experience freedom from the slaviness of the lowest consciousness of the demons that make this illusion look real and give such an important, they can only breed, these demons, and this lowest consciousness can only breed in the darkness and confusion. They are in fact professionals, magicians. They've got the duty and the mission to bring confusion and to make the illusion something real. They don't want to know that this is a film and this is an illusion. No, no, no. This lowest consciousness lives from the situations and from the parts of the film. To be detached is in fact to be not only aware that I am an actor performing a part in an episode of the film, but to be detached is to be as well detached from the constant chit-chatting, the constant attacks from this lowest consciousness that bring into the mind thoughts associated with the illusion of the film. But those thoughts are charged with sorrow. Those thoughts are charged with anger, with lust, with attachment. And when I'm able to experience the real I as a trusty, acting, performing an action, performing a part inside the character, but the character is not me and the character it's not mine. That's why the trusty word is used, and it empowers me, the real I. Important to maintain the company of this knowledge that is shared by the truth itself. And the truth, the most elevated being, tells me that this is a cycle. I come from the incorporeal world and into a stage, into a film, and at the end of the film I go back home. That I am not the characters, and that I am an actor. This is the truth, the divine, most elevated truth. And the most elevated directions are, one of them, to be awake, to be aware that in fact this is an illusion, a perfect illusion as any other magic tricks that have the goal to trick the ones that are observing and experiencing the magic trick. But that's one of the elevated directions, is to be able to be that detached observer of every action, detached observer from every thought, from that lowest consciousness. Purity comes when the real I is able to be awake to this confusion created by these demons, this wanting to have a relationship, a normal life with a wife or a husband, children, a job, a car, a mortgage, holidays, Christmas, birthday parties. these are the requests of this lowest consciousness that is charging the atmosphere in this part of the film. The challenge is to be constantly aware, constantly noticing, observing the film as a film, and that's the challenge, and that's the only way that I can be awake before any action or after any thought, to realize who I am, to experience where did I came from, and to be certain where am I going to. So for today the challenge is to be awake and to experience the film as just a film, not just that experience, but to minimize the importance of this episode. That's in fact just another one. When I'm able to use the instrument to spin the cycle, I'm able to reduce the importance of this episode by comparing this episode with the others, and by acknowledging that it's just one more character, it's just one more episode, and that at the end of this episode, like at the end, it's not an end because it's a continuous cycle, but at the end of this part, another part will be played, another part will be performed.